Let's get Josh in Israel. How you doing?
Hi, Josh.
I am doing awesome. Hi.
I'm gonna do
I am really excited to be on the show.
I'm gonna do something you may not like, Josh, which is you specifically told the call screener the transcript you give addresses me in something that you say that I believe. I'm not gonna reply to this at all at the beginning. I'm gonna let Justin address it as if you were emailing to make an accusation about what I believe. I'll let Justin address it, and then I'll offer any corrections that as needed.
All right, Josh, go for it.
Okay, so in one of the episodes, I watch the Atheist Experience all the time. It helped me be an atheist for the right reasons. I heard Matt say at one point that Judaism is not a monotheistic religion, and that was like, wow, okay. I didn't understand that. But then I saw the episode on Jephthah. It's really funny to say Jephthah because the actual name is Yiftach. I live in Israel, so I know Hebrew. And then I understood why he believes that the Jews believe in, or at least the Jews in the Bible believe in more than one God. And I think that's wrong.
Okay.
I don't want to put words in Matt's mouth, but he said that that many times in the Bible, not the New Testament. I'm a Jew, so I don't say, that's the Old Testament. In the Bible, there are a mention of other gods, and what the thing is that my comeback to that is that sorry, I'm really nervous. The comeback to that is that in the story, right? It's the story. The God, the God character, God, is the real God, and the other gods are not real. And so, say when the Jews were worshiping all these other gods, and then they came to God, and God said, well, go to those other gods. That was God, and in addition to being a mass murderer and a terrible character all around, he was also being snarky, because he's a snarky God. He was saying, oh, well, why don't you go to the other gods? Because he knows that those other gods don't exist. Just like he was being snarky when Cain killed Abel, and then where's your brother? Well, he knows where his brother is. God's being snarky. Those other gods don't exist according to the story. So in the core of it, Judaism is a monotheistic religion.
Okay. All right, Matt, thoughts?
Oh, I was going to let you do it and then jump in. I'll jump in.
Go ahead.
So in the study of religions, it is generally thought by scholars that Judaism was polytheistic early on and then became henotheistic and then became monotheistic a little after that. But this is because of tenses and even the God character saying, look, man has become as one of us. And when Moses goes to Pharaoh to say, let my people go, and they're going to do this battle of gods, turning staves into snakes, all of Pharaoh's magicians worshiping these other gods had those powers as well. It was the Jews who, after they were led and around and wandered in the desert, and Moses goes up on a mountain and he's gone for 40 days and 40 nights. They decide to just make a new God and start worshiping it. There's no way that a people could believe that there was one and only one God, and then over a 40-day period, after in the process of being rescued by the one and only God, decide to create another golden calf representation of a different God to worship. It is absolutely untenable to say that the ancient Hebrews, the ancient Israelites, were truly monotheistic. That's just, the Bible itself alone discredits that notion.
Okay, because the explanations say when I get that, and I'll process that.
I'm also reminded of the time that there was a time where there was a competition. I remember, was it Elijah? There was a competition on who could light this thing on fire. Why can't Baal do this?
Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
Right, but Baal didn't. But Baal didn't do that because Baal doesn't exist. It wasn't a competition between. It was between. But that was between Baal and God. But Baal doesn't exist, and God actually did it. And then Elijah killed all the other people because that's what you need to do.
Yeah, except
people who believe in Baal.
You're forgetting the fact that neither of them exist. So when they tell the story about how Baal do it, obviously Baal can't do it. But what I'm saying is that the ancient Hebrews, the ancient Israelites, clearly were not monotheistic. It is ridiculous, given the actions that are portrayed by them in their own holy text, to say that the ancient Israelites were anything other than polytheistic and then henotheistic and then eventually monotheistic. That our God, greater than all other gods, became the one and only God.
Okay, I accept that. Thank you very much. Can I add one more little anecdote at the end? Apparently, I'm doing something right with my son because he lost a tooth at 10 years old, and I said, "Well, the tooth fairy is going to bring you money." He's like, "Dad, come on. I know the tooth fairy isn't real." And I said, if you don't believe, then the tooth fairy won't bring you money." And he said, "Dad, you know that belief isn't the path to truth." And I said, "Well, you're going to apparently the tooth fairy is going to give him more money."
Yeah, there you go.
Doing something right.
Well done.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Yeah,
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, I was kind of half expecting you to kind of treat that as if it was an email coming in going, "Well, I'm not exactly sure what Matt said or when Matt said this, but here's some."
That's my go-to response is I can't speak on behalf of Matt, but here's what I think.